Welcome to ECNTRADE Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you for joining me. Well, overnight the Australian dollar bulls crusaded further and soldiered on through the level of 66 figure 10 and now post a fresh 11-week high of 66.74. This in terms has put the technical assessment in the short term to a neutral position. With the market shrugging off the US and China conflict, it is now time to re-evaluate the next steps going forward, as the weaker US dollar across the board after following a long weekend due to being absent in observance of Memorial Day. The fact is the Australian dollar is now finding its way slightly in terms of a bullish case, purely to the fact is that MACD has strengthened up a little, along with that with the RSI, but not as strong as previously seen. Still, I'd rather sit out for the moment and see how the market plays, and if it does retreat, then the first support is seen at 65.75 with a cap seen at 66.65.75. With the weaker US dollar, as mentioned, the euro surges back to the top side of the range around 109.9095 and was respected and actually pulled back slightly from there. In light of the current noise that we're seeing, and also the fact is there is clearly some divergence on the RSI, I feel that the market will eventually take the case back to the bear case side, and 109.20 will be the initial target, then down to 108.85, which is the bear trigger. If pulled, then we are looking down towards the region of the 107.35 area. Do be on your guard and keep your stops accordingly to your risk management, because these markets are proving a little bit uncertain, and if we do take out the level of 109.95, that may see a trigger up to 110.55.65 or up to 111. I don't have that view, but the way some of these performances at the moment could see a possible break. But still, at the moment, we are respecting clearly at this level. The dollar yen has broken down slightly and expected to continue on to take the challenge to 107.25. A break beneath there would give further scope to 106.80 and lower to 106.15. I do feel as the technical is breaking down to the aspect that the resistance of 108.15.25 will remain as a cap. Well, the choppiness in the pound is very much a bit of a struggle to trade. 1 minute we are getting a very strong bear call, and then the fact is the market stages a sharp turnaround, and now with the MACD just through the zero axis, I'd rather sit out the moment and put a neutral bias that is in view and get some assessment as the market progresses into today. If you're trading dollar CAD, well, you can probably notice that the market crushed the level of 138.50.70 overnight, which now exposes the next target, which comes in now around 136 figure 40. I do anticipate profit taking will emerge from there. One thing to note is, which is a little bit surprising, is dollar CAD only reflected on the weaker US dollar play and not with the oil. So therefore the market still, I do anticipate, will fall further as long as we don't break above 138.45 to 65. Well, as I feared, the gold outlook has broken down overnight and still remains relatively weak, but the support level has been respected at 106.98 to 107.02. In light of the technical pattern, I am not ruling out at this stage further down tests, and therefore could see this level challenged. If we do take it out, and you notice I have been a little bit bearish over the last few days, that we could see the region of 1,686 down to 1,650 to 56. See how we play today, and if the level is taken out at 1,698, then the bears will come in bigger numbers. But for now, let's wait for the break before we get that call. Oil still waiting for the confirmation of this hanging man. It hardly traded overnight, pretty mixed, but still from a technical point, I feel we are still heading to a lower case and therefore should see further weaker play. I'm not a bear. It's more to the fact is I want to find the opportunity to buy the dip or any pullback. Now the initial call to confirm this hanging man is a break of 30.60, which will give me a view down towards 29.40.60, where I do feel that's where the buyers may start stepping in, and therefore keep a little bit of room though towards the bottom side of the range around $25 to $26 a barrel. I'm not saying that we'll get that low, just in case of an error of judgment. But initially though, we need to see that break first, as I mentioned, of 30.60 to confirm the move down. If we don't get this move, then the pullbacks have been very shallow all the way through this bullish trend, and we may head up where I believe we will eventually end to $36 to $41 a barrel. Well, that wraps it for today. Thank you very much for joining me. And as always, look out for the intraday report. I hope you enjoyed the great start to this new day.